Do you know that heartbreak does not just hurt? Apart from it being hurtful, it also lingers. It also stays with you. Yeah, yesterday you people were fine, everything was okay, everything was normal. Then out of nowhere, boom, reality just hits you again. Everything just scatters. The silence, the ache that comes with the heartbreak, the memories, the questions, asking yourself, will I ever heal? Will it ever get back to normal? Now, if this is you, if these few things I've said now is explaining you, is describing you right now, but I need you to pause, breathe, recenter, and know that you don't have to stay stuck. Know that you don't have to remain in that predicament. You don't have to remain in that feeling, because I am here with you. I am here to also help you. I'm going to share with you 7 powerful steps to emotional healing after a heartbreak. 7 powerful steps on how you can heal emotionally after a broken relationship. The broken relationship might just be like you people just decided to break up, or your partner, you lost your partner to the cold hands of death. So I'm going to giving you steps on how to go for emotional healing after a heartbreak. I mean practical steps that are relatable and that will bring about liberation. So I need you to stay with me, because these steps I'm going to mention now might be the reset that your heart has been craving for. These steps, they are real and they actually bring peace and the needed closure. Are you ready? Let's go. Now, the first step to emotional healing, the first step to emotional freedom is you face the pain. Don't fake it. Acknowledge the pain. Don't try to fake being okay. It's okay for you to acknowledge the pain. So, denial delays healing. When you deny something, when you deny a pain, your healing will be delayed. It might not even come if you keep living in that denial. So don't pretend that you're fine when you are obviously not fine. Don't pretend that you're fine when you're breaking inside. Don't pretend that you're fine when you know that you're hurting inside. Because pretending that you're fine when you obviously are not feeling fine is like covering a wound with makeup. The wound is still there. It might look okay outside, but it's still infected. And when you leave it for a long time, it's going to spread to the other parts of your heart. It's going to spread to the other part of your being. It's going to spread to the other part of your existence. Now, the truth is that you should allow yourself to feel it. Allow yourself to feel that pain. Journal it. Cry. Pray. Acknowledge that something precious was lost. Put yourself into a community. Find yourself into a community. Because healing starts when you stop faking it and start facing it. It's when you realize that I'm actually feeling bad, or I'm actually feeling hurt. That's when you can now go for healing. But when you keep pretending that you're okay and that everything is okay, you will live in that denial, and you will not go after healing. You won't pursue healing. Now, the second step is you set healthy boundaries. Yeah, after a heartbreak, it's necessary for you to set healthy boundaries. Heartbreak often makes us to crave contact, to crave, relationship, to crave talking to somebody else. But know that running back to those texts, running back to those videos, stalking their socials, or going back to the messages you people, exchanged, or the videos you people made, rewatching old videos, like I said, it's like reopening a wound daily. Like every day, you come every day and try to reopen that wound that is trying to heal. So you don't have to go back to those things you people were doing before. Be bold in your decisions. You unfollow them, you mute them and block them if necessary. Yeah, if you know that once you see their name or their status pops up on WhatsApp, or you see their status on Instagram, or you see their stories on Instagram or on Facebook, once you see that this is bringing you a problem, unfollow them, block them, mute them if it's necessary. I'm not saying that this is not about being cruel now, or being hard to yourself, or being wicked. No, it's about clarity. You're trying to heal, and you can't be going back to those things that hurt you. So boundaries are not punishment, they are just for protection. They're there to guide you, they're there to guard you as well, not just guide you, now to also guard you. So once you're passing through a heartbreak, don't jump into contact immediately. Don't jump into another relationship immediately, and don't go running back to those texts or those those things that people exchanged. Once there's a heartbreak, it's better for you to break clean and break completely. Now the third step is you lean into a support system. Lean into your support system. Community again. I'm here again with community. You are not designed to work it alone. You are not designed to heal alone. You are not designed to achieve things alone. It is necessary for you to work with people, work with like-minded people, talk to trusted friends, talk to mentors, be in a community. Know that sometimes God sends comfort through people. God sends comfort through the people that are around us. So you have to integrate yourself in a community. And mind you, if the community that you find yourself in is telling you to get over it and just forget about it, my dear, you're allowed to find a new circle, because a community that is interested in your healing will not tell you to forget about it. Rather, it will teach you on how to come out from that limbo, on how to come out from that, predicament and get healing. So you need voices that will remind you that you're not broken. You need voices that will remind you that you're whole. You need voices that will remind you on how to go after healing. Remember that healing loves company. Misery also loves company. So find a company, a healthy company, so that you can heal. Now, the fourth step on how to go after emotional healing after a heartbreak is you redefine your identity. If you've not defined your identity by now, you have to define your identity. If you've defined it by now, you have to redefine your identity. So know that you're not unlovable because you broke up with somebody. Know that you're not worthless because you broke up with somebody. Know that you're not too much because you broke up with somebody. So understand your identity. Know that you are still a masterpiece in God's hand. Know that you're still a divine project that is still under construction in God's hand. So don't just, remain there and say, since it doesn't mean that nobody can love me. Of course, people can love you. I love you. I love you among your family members, your parents, your sisters, your siblings that also love you. So you take this season of this heartbreak or this season of this healing to rediscover yourself, rediscover your gifts, rediscover your joy, rediscover your purpose beyond a relationship. So place yourself beyond a relationship. Place your purpose beyond your relationship status. Know that your identity is bigger than your heartbreak. Yeah, your identity is bigger than your heartbreak. So don't allow that heartbreak to cripple you. Don't let that heartbreak tie you down, that you will not go after what God has for you. The fifth step to emotional healing is you redirect your energy. When you're grieving, there is this emotional energy that comes with it. And if you don't channel it properly, if you don't channel it in the right things, it will end up consuming you. It might end up crippling you. You might dwell in that grief for 2 years. That is how powerful emotional grief can be. That's how powerful emotional energy can be. So instead of replaying old memories, watching old videos and thinking about them, pour that your energy into growth. Pour it into something new, something outside of them. You can start a new project. You can take that course, that trip that you've been planning on going. Go on that trip. Exercise, volunteer, find yourself in service, be busy, heal. And the only way you can heal is by creating. The only way you can heal is by acting, by working, by doing something and not just sitting down and waiting. So that energy that comes from grief, that emotional energy that comes from grief, transfer it into something else. Put it into something else. Channel it properly. Don't just channel it within. If you channel it within, it will end up eating you up. It will end up consuming you. It will end up crippling you. That you have a lot of things to do and you might end up not doing it. And I think this is the reason why most people, once their wife or their husband dies, especially if they are very close, if they don't channel that grief properly, they end up dying after them, like a few weeks after them. I've heard stories of people that lost their lives because of this. So that's grief, that energy that comes with grief. Channel it properly. Use it and do something. Travel. Go on a trip. Go somewhere. Start that course you want to start. That training you've been planning on starting. Start it. Now the sixth step on how to get emotional healing is you guard against rebounds. Guard your heart against rebounds. Make sure that you don't look for somebody or look for somebody else as a rebound. Now, the trap is that loneliness whispers that you need somebody else. It whispers that you need somebody new. Now, if you start looking for someone new because you're lonely, if you start looking for someone new because you're you're already missing contact or you're already missing relationship, know that you're going to end up getting a rebound. Looking for someone that you use as a replacement for them. Know that rushing into a relationship while still bleeding, that's when you've not healed, it's like using a dirty bandage to cover an open wound. You know what it means? The infections will spread. It will become serious and spread. So you heal first. Heal first before you commit again. Heal first before you go into another relationship. Learn. I believe that your previous relationship taught you one or two things. Learn from that before you go into another relationship, so that you don't repeat the mistakes you made in your previous relationship. So be patient and allow healing to have its work. Allow your heart to heal properly. Don't rush into the next relationship. Don't rush into the next yes. Don't rush into the next high. Wait, heal first before you commit, because wholeness is very important. Very, very important. More important than togetherness. So heal. Get whole. Heal that heart. Let that heart rest before you now commit into another relationship. Now, the seventh and the last step on my list to healing is you invite God in the process. So all these things I said now, the first 6 I mentioned, this 7 is like a cover, something that brings them together. So you invite God in your process. Know that at the core of your healing is surrender. And you surrender to God. Once you surrender to God, God says that anything that you put in his hand does not spoil. So once you surrender to God, your healing will be better. It will be stronger and it will be fast. So know that it's not every question that you ask God we get answer. It's not every question that you ask we get answer, but the promises of God are sure. He promises that you will have peace that surpasses understanding. Just know that once you give your heart to God, once you give everything to him, once you invite him in that process of healing, peace will come faster. The peace that surpasses understanding will come faster. You see yourself blossoming. You see yourself shining. You even look like someone that went through a heartbreak. That is one beautiful thing about inviting God in the process. So you pray honestly. You pray honest prayers. You pray honest prayer. Don't pray for them to, for those that broke your heart. Don't pray for them to experience something bad. That is not an honest prayer. So you pray with honesty. You pray with a clear mind. You pray with with intention. Pray for healing. Pray for healing and for you to learn from that relationship. And know that God will also always protect your heart from falling apart. He's always there to protect your heart from falling apart. So healing is not just emotional, it is also spiritual. So once you commit your healing into the hands of God, once you invite God into the process of your healing is going to be faster and it's going to be stronger. So which of these 7 steps did you need to hear the most today? Let's have them in the comment section and we will learn from each other there. So we have to stand together in unity. In this journey of healing, we have to stand together. Help each other to, heal faster. Help each other to grow. Find yourself in a community that is, you can really, that is there to help you. Not just community that is just there. Community that is there to help you. Community that is there to give you assurance of healing. Now, if this video helped you, do well to give us a like. Hit that like button so that the video will get to many people the way it came to your timeline, so that it will also get to many people. And share it to that person, share it to that brother, share it to that sister that you know that is passing through a heartbreak right now. That person will really, really appreciate you for this. So subscribe for more weekly truths, because in my next video I'm going to talk about something that is very, very popular but has been misunderstood. I don't want to miss that video. So when you subscribe, hit that bell notification beside it, so that when the video drops, you will be among the first people to get that video. So if you're interested in joining our Heartbreak community, that's a community for single ladies, do well to check the description box. The link will be there. And also check the pinned comments. The link will be there. I wrote 2 books for you. One is The Marriage Mirror. That book is talking about the things that I learned, or the things I wish someone told me before I got married. The link will be in the description box. Now, the next book I have for you is How to Heal from Soul Ties and Emotional Baggage. The link also will be in the description box and in the pinned comment. So avail yourself with those books. Go there, read, learn, learn 1 or 2 things and really heal. So until I come your way next time, remember that heartbreak might change your story, but it does not have to end it. You are still loved, you are still whole, and your best chapter is yet to be written. See you in my next video. Bye.